like, oh my bad, I'm sorry. Like, I wanted to be, bro. Like, let's do it, bro. Let's do this shit, bro. Let's get it.
All right, bro. We got Levi Fountain in studio.
In the stew.
What's up, bro?
What it do, baby?
Man, it's another day, bro.
Yeah.
Another day. It was a crazy night last night. But you know, we're here today. So.
You made it.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, you made it safe and sound.
Hell
right,
yeah.
Bro. Yeah, it was just a lot of work, bro. We didn't leave the office till late last night, so it was just, you know, a long day and we here, bro. I'm blessed to be here, man. You know, no, shout out to you guys. You know, appreciate y'all having me on. So
yeah,
can't thank you enough for coming
thank
on,
you,
man.
Yeah, no, I've been watching it, bro. Actually, before I met you guys, I saw it. I think it was the first interview y'all did with Dave Ben Arkin.
Okay, yeah.
I saw that one, you know. So it sort of, you know, checked it out and stuff, man. But that's, you know, walking in the studio, bro. It's nice, man. Y'all got it going on, bro, for sure. So
yeah, we're trying, man.
Yeah,
we're trying.
Yeah, dog.
So not a rumor or anything, but like people have asked me since I've told them that you're coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Are you related to the Fountain people downtown? Like the people, like there's like attorneys or something that are like Fountain and Fountain. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
So I'm
okay.
He's like, they might be my dad. I don't know.
No, I'm originally from Defuniak Springs.
Okay.
So that's about an hour, you know, from Pensacola.
Yeah.
I have a lot of family, like the Guy family. They're over here.
Okay.
Thompson family. That's mainly who I'm related to in Pensacola. Don't know any other Fountains in here. So.
Yeah, I swear there's like a law firm or something that's like something Fountain. Yeah, I swear there was.
No, I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. No other people with the last name Fountain.
They're like, we have a grandson. We just never met him.
Never met him.
And you're like, yeah, I don't know my grandparents either.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I don't know who that is.
That's wild, man. So you are the owner of B Hoops?
Yeah, B Hoops.
Or BU Hoops?
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, that's my basketball brand. I started it in 2020, I believe it was.
Okay.
You know, crazy, you know, life story experience behind the brand and stuff. You know, it definitely, the name in it, BU Hoops, it has an essential meaning to it. You know, it's well, the essential message of be yourself, you know?
Yeah.
That's one thing with me is I believe anything you go through in life, you know, anywhere you're at, you know, whoever you're around, you know, just be yourself, stay true to yourself. Like, we live in a generation now where people try to go off based off social media, you know, like how many likes, followers, what kind of car you drive, what kind of clothes do you wear, you know. And me, I'm simple, man. Like I don't, you know, just be yourself, stay true to yourself, you know, show love to other people, inspire, motivate, and that's just, you know, that's just sort of what I stand behind with it. So.
Yeah. So what made you want to do basketball or like be a part of basketball?
Yeah. So originally it's a crazy story, and you know, shoot, we'll just dive right into it, you know? Yeah. So whenever I was 15, you know, played basketball growing up, moved over here to Pace in, what year? I guess 2015. Yeah, okay. 2015. I was a freshman in high school, moved over here. Like I said, always played basketball. I played with a travel team out of Niceville, Florida. Always just been around the game. But like I said, I was at a travel ball tournament. And I'm on Facebook, man, scrolling, and I see a news article about and I recognized the house, didn't put two and two together. Get a phone call 20 minutes later, and you know, some stuff had happened with one of my family members, and you know, that's whenever my my life, you know, changed. You know, you know, so went through that stuff. It broke me, you know. It was a crazy time, you know. Just this, I mean. Yeah. So played basketball, got an offer to Coastal Alabama, went there for a semester, ended up coming home, started working, and I was on a roof, working with my cousin, the Guy Brothers Roofing.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I know that company.
Yeah. I was working with them right whenever Hurricane Michael hit.
Okay.
And so I was like, Levi, you're 18. Like, why are you on a roof, man? Like, go back to school, you know, like, you're still active. You're still in shape. You know, like, go back and play ball. So started back working out with basketball.
By the way, nobody thinks that smart. Like, everybody's just, like, so in tune to, like, let me just start making money.
Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, and that was, like, you know, that was with me, you know. It was just one of those things, you know. I was with my mom. My mom, she was a single mom, you know, since I was 5 or 6, you know. And, like, she's the hardest working person I know, you know. And so that's, you know, you're not in college. Get your ass to work. Like, that was her thing. She said, you know, if you're coming home from school, like, you're going to work. So next day, you know, I was on a roof. And so went My bad. I was trying to think. So was doing that and working back out, talking to schools, trying to get back in a scholarship, get school paid for, go back to play ball. Lincoln Memorial was talking to them. They offered me a partial scholarship and was going to take it. Well, I was working UWF camp, UWF men's basketball, working their summer camp. And like literally like the craziest thing in the world happened. I was at home after I got done working out and I tripped and fell while running. Like I was doing legs, got home, was running, tripped and fell, broke my foot. And so like they were talking about surgery. I was out and, it was just God willing, I think, honestly. Coach Burke came in from UWF. I was working their camp and he was like, like, what's your plans? And I was like, I want to coach college basketball. Like that's, I'd love to do that. And so they had a manager's position available. So took that manager's position, was at UWF for the last 2 seasons.
Wow, congrats, bro.
Yeah, so it was I was really thankful, to be a part of that. And just you learn so much from those guys. Coach Berkey is a great coach. Just being around like-minded people, and basketball, that's whenever I went through that with my dad, like that's what saved me, It wasn't let's go to the streets, do some crazy shit. No, like I stayed grounded in what I believed in. And so while I was doing this basketball stuff, man, it was just like I fell in love with like personal training, like training basketball players. Like that, it was just like, hey, you get someone, and by all means, like I was not the best basketball player in the world. I was good, but I wasn't no Division I NBA bound player. Yeah. But I was around those guys and thankfully got to get in the gym and train, the college guys. And so I was just like, man, like Levi, like, you have a story. Like what is it like you want to do with your life? And so I changed my goal. It was like NBA player development. And I didn't want to be like Levi Fountain basketball training or anything,
Yeah.
But so I came up with a name whenever I was 7 years old. I went to my cousin. She had a softball tournament in Panama City. And there was a guy in the stands that would like, he would always scream, BU, BU. It was just the craziest thing ever. Like I remembered it,
Yeah.
And I was just like I want to do motivational speaking, I want to do videography, and I want to do basketball player development. But how could I come up with a brand name for all of those,
Yeah.
And so it was the craziest thing in the world. I go home and I go to my mom's house and I'm like, Mom, I'm telling her about it. I was like, I just don't know a name. Like what do I name it? And I've already been thinking of the BU in my head. I haven't even told my mom any of this. So I go into the house, what should I name it? BU Hoops. Like my mom says it, and I'm literally like, this is what I'm thinking, And I was just like, all right, that's it, And so it's just, the essential message of like, be yourself, Like it's just, like I said earlier, we live in a time where it's a crazy world.
Nobody's really like that anymore, man.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
It's just, people try to act like someone they're not, and like too cool for school or whatever, and it's just like, just be yourself.
Yeah.
So that's how B Hoops. I know I sort of got off on a tangent, but
you're good.
That's like a little backstory.
That's what this is about.
Yeah. So that was like the little backstory behind it, and ever since then it's just been just trying to just grow it, And thankfully I've been doing it. I would say hands on, like full time for about a year, probably about a year and a half now. I mean I've had the brand launch for 2 years, but a year and a half constantly with it. So
yeah.
Nice.
Constantly growing. Yeah.
So do you only like personally hands on with people at UWF right now, or are you like branching out and doing other teams?
So I actually so Steve Horn, he's an NBA trainer in Atlanta. He's from Pensacola, so shout out Steve, 360 basketball.
Nice, bro.
That's my guy, man. That's my big bro. That's my mentor with it. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. Oh, he came down here. He had some guys from Atlanta that played basketball at PSC. Saw his videos and stuff. And a dude I trained, Preston Price from Pace High School, he was like, I just got in contact with this trainer in Atlanta, Steve. He's came down here. He trained Rodney and them from PSC. He was like, you want to make the drive with me up here to like go meet him? And I was like, heck yeah, bro. So we hopped in the car and, went to Atlanta and met him. He trained Preston. Tyree Crump, who played at Georgia, he was training him that day. And like we just like clicked, like we just walked in the gym, like he was the one training. I just sort of stayed back, I talked to him and stuff, went and had lunch afterwards. And ever since then, like the rest is history, So he brought me down to the TBL, which is it's like the NBA, the G League, and then overseas. And then I would say this TBL league, it's a pretty big league. And with COVID last year, all the overseas players weren't overseas. So they were in this TBL league. Huge ordeal.
TBL means travel ball?
I think it's called the Basketball League.
The
And
basketball
so,
league.
so he
Okay.
brought me down with him for the tryout in Tampa. And so, it's a pro tryout where, some of these guys were former G League players. I think there was one NBA player, former NBA player, not like a big name.
Yeah.
Played in the league, played overseas, like all these guys, like literally 40 pro players. And, like whenever he did that, like things just started rolling. It went from just my UWF guys to other college players, some pro players in the area, high school kids, just anyone, man. It's one of those things where I'm, as long as you want to get in the gym and work, like I'm all for it. Like, let's go,
Yeah.
and that's what I tell my kids. You can ask any of them. I'll train anybody, but I'm selective on who I keep training,
Yeah.
because my time is valuable, your time is valuable, So if you're a lot of parents want their kids to play basketball, Hey,
Yeah.
I want little Johnny to play basketball. But if little Johnny doesn't want to play basketball, it's wasting my time, it's wasting his time,
Yeah.
So I'm really sort of selective on who I train as far as on a serious level,
Right.
Yeah.
Is that something you kind of see as they get older? Like you kind of see that once they're starting to make their own decisions and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Like kind of high school age.
Yeah,
is when you can kind
I
of
would
tell.
say that. I got I think she's 13, a girl I train right now that's 13, and like she's on it. Like she wants to be
Yeah.
there, like her parents, and like that's the best thing about it, is whenever the parents support it and the kid wants it too,
Yeah.
It's like killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes the training fun because you have a kid that's not, when are we done, Levi? They're out there, they're eager to learn. Their parents, like, I love it whenever their parents send me videos and stuff, like their games, the rec ball games, high school,
Yeah.
middle school games, it's just like a family environment, man, and
Yeah.
that's one thing with me is I'm pretty easy going with, and, I can communicate with anyone. It's just who wants to work,
Yeah.
I mean, that's my biggest thing. So,
So when you run through these drills, is it like when you're training somebody, is it primarily drills or is a lot of it like actually playing? Like,
so with my younger kids, I try to just, teach them. It's just, the fundamentals, like a correct left hand layup, right hand layup, get their form right. College guys, if I train a college player or a pro player, I watch their film before I train them. Like, I like to know, okay, hey, he shot 33% from the 3-point line last year. Obviously he needs to work on his threes some more.
Yeah.
Just different things. Or, with your college guys and pro guys, though, you can pretty much talk to them and you're just like, hey, like, you've been playing the game. You're at the college level. Like, where have you been lacking at right now?
Where do you need to work
Right.
at? Yeah.
And so, some days it'll like, there's days where it'll just be just shooting. That we just work on shooting and stuff. There's Wendell Matthews right now that plays at UWF. He's a great friend of mine. Close with all the guys at UWF. Wendell, I train with him a lot, and he's a post player. So it's like with him, we're hitting mid range shots, post moves, and stuff like that. You just sort of just tune in on that specific player, especially that college level. Because it's a crazy thing though with basketball. Everyone thinks you just roll out a ball and play, but like you literally have a role. Like your job, you work. Like you got guys that, hey, you need at least 7 rebounds tonight. You have rebounders, you have score. It's a variety of stuff. So it's just really specific to that player.
Now, is it all kind of one-on-one type stuff? Or are you doing kind of like group activity stuff if you have younger kids, or what's the deal with that?
Yeah, so I like to do one-on-ones, maybe 2 kids at a time. I mean, that's like personally, there's trainers that can get out there and have 5 or 6 kids, but just like how we're talking right now, we'll get the most out of all 3 of us right here. But if we had 10 people in here, it'd be a little bit
too
more.
much. Yeah. No, I
So,
feel that.
So yeah, personally, man, I like one-on-one. I coach Maurice Spates. Mo Spates have played for the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
Coach his travel ball team out of Mobile with Adam, Brinson, and Birch. That's 3 of my guys. Love them boys to death. They're like my brothers.
Yeah.
So like whenever we're over there in Mobile, like it's our whole team. It might be 8 kids, 12 kids, just depending on, because we got kids coming from all over Florida, Mississippi, and Alabama. So who can make it, who can't make it. But that travel ball, that's an experience right there, bro.
And how long is the season for travel ball?
So we actually have tryouts March 6th, and we'll go until August. So March,
Damn.
April, May, June,
That's a long
so like 6
season,
months,
bro.
6 months. Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, like that's my favorite time of the year. Like like we go to these tournaments. There's 100, 200 teams in there. it's a big networking
Damn.
opportunity.
That's crazy, bro.
There's
Yeah. How far do you travel with this league?
So I think last year we had six tournaments in Atlanta last year, one in Nashville, one in Orlando. We had one somewhere else.
And I assume that changes based off of how far you go into like the playoffs and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you could go further.
Right, yeah. So there's like different leagues with travel ball. There's like the Under Armour circuit, Nike, Adidas, and then like we're an independent team, so like we're not signed to any of those shoe teams. So it's just literally an independent circuit. And then there's a couple different ones. We played with Hoop Team last year, which is its own organization. And then they do like a tournament style play, towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Now, are you allowed to play in those leagues if you're unsigned? Like if you wanted to do a run through Nike and just like murder these kids.
Yeah, some
know
of
what I'm
them,
saying?
some of them can, but it's like whenever you're with one of these organizations, you're sort of like signed to that organization, So like,
So
if
you're
it's,
exclusive.
yeah. So I mean, it just depends on who you are and what team you got. I mean,
Yeah.
it just that's really a toss up with it. So
I've always wondered stuff like that because you do see videos like they're in these giant gyms and there's multiple games going on, but like some of them look like higher quality uniforms and stuff, and it looks
Right,
like all Under Armour or all Nike or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But then you'll see like teams that it's not like that. So I always wondered about stuff
So
like that.
that's like the biggest thing with that though is like certain weekends, the Under Armour circuit, UAA, they'll have their select weekends where they might have 5 weekends, like, hey, this is where we're all playing at. Nike might have theirs. Then there
Yeah.
might be weekends where they don't have one, but there's a big independent circuit, or something, and they'll just hop it. It's all over the place, man. Travel ball is a whole different world.
So do like these major companies, do they go to these independent leagues scouting for teams?
Oh, bro, there's
I assume, right?
yeah, like
Or do they scout for individual players more so than teams?
It's mainly individual players. So like the whole point of travel ball that we try to do it for is the exposure for the kids. In
Yeah.
Pensacola, there's not really a big light on the basketball community over here. There's we got like I said, our Mobile team. We have a team in Mobile. Pope, Coach Avery. They got this thing called this organization. I'm sorry, called Panhandle Prospects. And that's an outstanding thing of what these guys are doing in the area. They're in there with all these kids from the Pensacola area, and they're just networking them, and it's important to have people like that, man, because like I said, the Pensacola like basketball is just overlooked, Mobile overlooked, so we're just trying to give these kids an opportunity on a stage and a platform where they can showcase their talents, and I mean, you have to go to Atlanta. You have to go to Jacksonville. You have to go to New Orleans. You have to go to Louisville to
like these
get
major
seen.
markets, yeah.
And and answer your question too is, there is all Division I head coaches, assistant coaches, Division II, junior college. Like they are sitting, just like literally right here, and the kids are playing there.
Yeah.
So it's just a unique experience, man. It's the college coaches you literally see on TV. I mean, they're right there watching one of your kids play.
Yeah.
So
with that being said, so obviously they're scouting for kids and like talent and stuff like that. Do they also scout for coaches?
that's a good one.
Like, are they scouting, like seeing how you're coaching your team and they're like,
No,
obviously I'm the head
He's
coach,
like,
but
all right.
I need a guy.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, and that all comes with a network, I mean,
Yeah.
it's really who all you get in there, thankfully, man, like when I tell you I was blessed to be a part of UWF's program, like that's one of my biggest accomplishments, it's just
Yeah.
I mean,
crazy,
but
man.
Pensacola people though, brother, Pensacola people, it's just UWF, but whenever
See, I don't look at it like that.
right.
Like I know,
I mean,
I know it is.
Here's the thing. I
primarily
didn't go
looked at-
there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like I didn't go to any of the other colleges. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Right.
it's like that's crazy.
My
Bro.
sister works there, and she's like in administration somewhere. I think she's like in the dean's office. And I'm like, damn, she made it out of the family.
Yeah, hell
like she
yeah.
made it
Yeah.
because like that's a prestigious place. It's not just like the other college.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Wow.
No offense.
Hey-o.
but no, and I mean, and that's like the network, with Coach Burkhammer, Coach Benator, and Coach Wiley that I got, just their coaching friends, I was at their game yesterday, and they played Huntsville, Alabama Huntsville, UAH.
Nice.
And it's a crazy story. I'll never forget. Coach Benator, like I said, he's an assistant at UWF. He was I'm pretty sure he said he was like under the wing of UAH's head coach. And when I was there, they were number 11, and UAH was number 11 in the nation. And we beat him. UWF beat him.
Yeah.
And it was just seeing Coach Benator, like his coaching mentor. I mean, he beat him. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was an experience. They were number 11 in the nation. But it's just a big networking thing, man. It's crazy.
With all that being said, too, like I've always been curious, like when you're starting a company, like ours is a little different because it's not like that per se, but like if somebody in a like major college or like just a major team in general or an organization reached out to you and was like, we want you.
Right.
So like, hey, you may not have time to run BU hoops. Like what if fucking the Bulls hit you up and was like, yo, we want you in house.
Need you here next week.
Yeah,
dog.
and that's it.
out.
We're signing.
We out.
Yeah. So do you continue to run BU hoops and like just maybe network it through Chicago or?
Yeah. So that's actually like a situation I'm sort of experiencing now, like with the fight world.
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys are
yeah.
big into it. So
First round management, right?
Yeah, with those guys down in Miami. I'm working with Dean right now and everything. We're out of town so much, and it's hard for me. I have like literally 1 or 2 days a week that I'm able to train, if that. And so, honestly, man, it's one of those things where my goal with it and everything was to have, like, yes, I want to be known for the basketball training, but I want to be known for my speaking too, my story, my clothing line. Like it's one of those things where I want it to run itself. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but, it's tough, especially because my main thing is my player development,
Right.
And so if I'm not in town training kids or I'm not, post, you don't have to post, but it's marketing yourself and your company.
Right.
And you know how it is.
It's important with social media.
You got
dude.
you
It's
got
very
Yeah,
important.
as soon as you stop,
Very
it
important.
dies.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how
Exactly.
good the brand is. Like if Nike didn't put out anything else for the rest of time, it'll hold itself for a little bit,
Yeah.
and people
Right.
will still want the brand, but
But the
it's like
people
how
that are,
relevant is
Yeah.
it?
Exactly. Exactly.
So, player development is a big deal for you, and the training is a big deal for you.
Right.
Is that something that you would eventually pass on for somebody to start doing for you? Because, like you want to stay hands-on with it, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like,
And you
if it's
travel
not
so much.
you, yeah.
Right. So that's like the neat
Because
thing.
we ball.
I
Right.
mean,
We
What's up?
free up.
what up,
got
dude?
you, bro. So that is like I said, hold on, my mind just went completely blank.
Sorry, he was like asking if you had somebody to like,
Yeah, if
step
you were
in
gonna
line
hire
or train while
somebody,
you're gone.
Yeah, so that's Kendall Bynum. He's actually the point guard at UWF right now. He wants to get into coaching. And with me being so busy, I've actually like before their season started, I gave him a lot of my kids. KB, that's like my brother. I love that dude to death. Trust him with my life, and I know he's a sophomore in college, but his mind is
Beyond
graduated
that,
already.
yeah.
Like just how it is, man. Whenever like
Yeah.
whenever the vibe is there, And so that's like with KB, he was like, I want to get into coaching, if I could ever help out, maybe with your travel ball team. So whenever I started getting busy, I was like, KB, like I got a list of names, bro. Like I want you to take them because I know they're in good hands,
Yeah.
And so, but that is the unique thing though about my training is if, I was to go to a different city, I could just make a little post, hey, who's in Orlando this week, and then we just go to a gym there. And thankfully, man, I've got connected with a lot of basketball trainers, coaches, players, through travel ball.
Yeah.
Like that's literally where I've met the majority of my friends and mentors, and it's just, you just pick it up and go with it, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Now with first round, I see like, I don't know if it's because of the recent ruling in like college sports in general, but Barstool Sports first round, everybody's signing athletes like that they couldn't before.
right.
So do you have a connection with basketball through their signings?
So
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'll
Because I see they sign NFL players and
yeah. So first round, I actually joined them because like my goal was like, I wanted to do NBA player development, but I was like, you know what? Let's go be an agent. Like
Yeah.
let's, like I'm just one of those like I wouldn't say scatterbrained, but I'm scatterbrained because like I want to touch into every aspect of life,
Yeah,
man. Like,
yeah.
you're curious.
Well, especially with something that you're passionate about.
Yeah,
you want to be able to
exactly.
touch
Why
every
not, dude?
part of it. You know what I'm
and
saying?
so that was
Yeah.
like with me, is I do, I've made connections with people overseas that play pro ball and stuff like that, so it's just like, I know their contracts aren't that good. They're talking, you know, Levi, I'm only getting
Yeah.
paid $400 this month. I'm playing pro ball overseas. You know,
That's
I mean,
insane.
but that's the reality of it, brother.
God, dude.
Like it is
People
insane.
at McDonald's getting more money,
Straight up,
Exactly.
dude.
like by a lot.
15 an hour at
Yeah.
McDonald's right now, bro.
Right,
What is
dude.
going on?
And then they're complaining about making 15 an hour at McDonald's.
Straight,
It's like,
yeah.
dude,
Can't find anybody to work
right?
that. Like,
Exactly.
And then
the
there's
hell?
people, dude, fucking in Ethiopia or something that would be like $400 a month. That's more than my entire
Dude.
family has ever made.
Exactly.
I've never
Like,
seen
so
$400.
thankful and grateful for those situations, but it's like, dude,
Right. So, but yeah, so with first round, they haven't launched their basketball division yet. So that's where, you know, I
you
went
could
down
be
there.
the head, bro.
Mm.
I know that's God willing, bro. Like that's the
see.
plan. The only bad thing with that, if you're in school, man, stay in school. Do what you got to do. Get your degree because your degree is gonna help you. You know, it makes life easier. Someone said it to me best, bro, and I will never forget this. Having a degree is, you know, hey, every week I'll have a paycheck. Not having a degree, every week you don't know what your paycheck's gonna be. I mean, he's like, whenever he told me that, he's right,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man.
But
It's a tough situation.
that's so
with that
like
stuff.
teeter totter because I know some people that are millionaires that never had a degree.
exactly.
Well, okay, hold on.
Like,
How many millionaires do you know?
I mean, I fucking know like
Mm-hmm.
some of them.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a couple. There's a couple.
I don't want to put them out there like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
Right.
okay.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, that's life, man. There's, you know, people who make money in all types of ways.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
That's
very
and that's
true.
just, I don't know what it is. That's just like one thing with me. Like I said before, it's just like I want to touch into every aspect of life. Like if
Yeah.
I have a liking to it, I just want to learn it. You know, and then that's what everyone says. It's like you need to find something and just stick to one thing.
Yeah.
No, dude. I don't know in
Yeah.
20
What's the
years where I'm going to
point?
be at.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, if I
Yeah.
could do something while I'm 21, young, and get experience in it, and then whenever I'm 30 or 40, touch back in, like, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You
dude.
just
Even
Yeah.
if you crash and burn super hard right now, it doesn't matter, dude. Like I'm 31,
You're
and I
31?
didn't. Yeah, I'm old.
Dude, how old are you?
23.
Are you really 31,
Yeah,
bro?
he's
I
old.
really am, yeah.
He's old as
I
shit.
thought he was like 23 or 24.
Nah, man.
Damn, bro. I swear I did not know you were that old.
Nah, he's cute and all, but he ain't no 23, 24 cute.
It's because I'm a child. you know?
Yeah, because I'm
A
a
grown
baby.
child.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but dude, it's like there's things I don't even associate with. Like I used to think I was gonna go like professional with skateboarding.
Mhm.
I don't skateboard anymore.
Right.
But that was like my life then, and it's like, dude, you can try things, crash and burn, and just keep trying other things, and it's like, it doesn't matter. Like you can keep going. It's when you stop is when it's over.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like putting your hands into different pots and trying new shit, man. You're never gonna know what you're gonna want to do
Exactly.
unless you
Yeah.
start doing stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's
He is basically a professional chef. I'm being dead
Really?
serious. He is super.
I saw that
fucking
on the
great.
social media.
yeah,
right? Now
something like
he's
that.
also gonna be a realtor.
yeah,
Really?
making
So it's
some
like-
changes.
no.
But like I've been doing this. I've been cooking for almost 6 years now. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
started going to culinary school.
Professionally, you should say, because you've been cooking.
I've been cooking for forever, but I've been doing that started going to culinary school and then like had to move up in the kitchen and like had to start doing more shit there or whatever and like, you know, moved my way up and worked really hard.
I mean,
you know,
literally started from the bottom.
Right.
yeah, straight. I mean, I started as a busser at this restaurant when I was 17 and then like said, yo, I want to come work in the kitchen and started working on the weekends. And then,
Yep.
you know, like, all right, they offered me a full-time prep position. All right, cool. And then now I can work on specials and, you know, like doing shit like that. But, you know, it's like I've gotten a lot out of it and I've worked for everything I've gotten in the kitchen, and thankfully it's blessed me with a lot of good stuff.
Right.
And I'd never trade that for anything. But it's like I've been doing it for so long, and it's like I'm young enough. I can still change and do whatever the hell I want,
Yeah,
you know. And it's
literally.
like
I mean, like, you can literally change everything about yourself.
literally, yeah, straight up,
And put it
You could be a different person.
yeah,
literally.
yeah.
Literally with the surgery out there nowadays.
Yeah.
Literally.
No,
But-
for real.
but-
Yeah.
But no, and that's I can relate to that 100% because whenever I left UWF last year, you know, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I mean,
Yeah.
I was just honestly BU hoops. I was gonna write it out, not write it out. Like I saw it. I was talking with some NBA teams about, you know, player development and stuff. COVID just set it back, you know.
Yeah.
And I just got to a point where it was just like I'm ready to make money, you know. I'm ready. You know, my mom, I've watched her bust her ass my whole entire life. Speaking on that, she started at Pizza Hut whenever she was 16 years old as a hostess, waitress. Now she's a regional manager at Pizza Hut. She's worked for them
damn.
for like don't want to over say her time and make her sound older than what she is, but like 30 plus years, I think.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's been with Pizza. Now she's a regional manager.
And ain't stopping. Just keep going.
No, bro, my mom, like, she's the one who instilled the hustle in me. Like, I see her wake up at 5 a.m., get home at 8 or 9. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just.
Shout out to all the single moms out there, bro.
Yeah, shout out to all
you
the
don't know
single
what
moms.
they're going through. Heartbreak. They're raising kids. They're having to work.
Yeah.
And
that's easy.
But and that's like us now. You know, we're older now. And
you're older now.
Okay,
yeah, my bad, bro. You experienced this before me and him did. You experienced it before me and him did. But you know, like now that we're older, like, you know how you just said, bro, how working that much has blessed you. You know, you're older. You've already experienced that. Like, I'm 21. Like, I'm just now getting my feet wet. Like this past year with actual bills and doing stuff. Like, this shit ain't no joke, bro.
No.
Like, you gotta grind and go get it, dude.
Bro.
That's right.
Straight up. And then like. Yeah, and then thinking about doing all this shit and then having children on top of that by yourself. Like, it's like, bro, I can't, like, I don't even know.
Can you literally imagine, like, I assume she was in love, right?
Right.
That was taken away from her. Now she's got to figure out how to provide.
Yep.
Like, because I assume it was like an even household, or at least, obviously, you're playing a part where you're both playing into the same house, right?
Right. You got 2 incomes coming in.
Yeah, and now you got to take care of a kid by yourself or multiple kids. I don't know if it was like. It's like, dude, all that, and then just grow inside of work. Yeah, keep moving up, and not just let the life beat you down.
And then deal with the like heartbreak or whatever kind of personal issues you have going on too.
Exactly.
It's like,
you just gotta fucking gulp that shit down and just dude, I gotta keep going.
I'm telling you, and that's like I talk about my mom. My mom's my best friend, mama's boy, whatever you want to say. Like, that lady, we've been through some shit together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like with her, man, like. I'm shouting her out on the internet right now. She got a house last year.
Mom.
She got a house last year. She got a new vehicle. You know, like she's just doing her thing, man. Like I'm so proud of her.
And she got a great son, bro.
Oh yeah.
She got all that.
But you know, it's just like what it is, bro. She instilled the grind in me. Like that's where it came from, you know.
Yeah. Well, you're fucking grinding, dude.
Damn right,
like
man.
Trying, bro.
Hard. Like I see you making moves. Like we go to the fights and we see you. Like you never sit down, bro. You just fucking go,
right, bro. Yeah, and that's what I was getting at with it is, so last year when I left UWF, like I didn't know what I was about to do. Yeah. Hoops, like I wanted to take that to the moon. Like that's what I wanted. And then August rolls around. I'm talking to Dean Tool. Shout out to my guy, big bro. Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, I see you're close at FRM. Like, put me on. I want to be a basketball agent. And I'm telling you, bro, I probably texted Dean like 40 times. Like, over a 2-month span.
We know, dude.
like, bro, I'm texting him and I'm like, yo, like, when can I go to Miami, dude? I'm ready to start. He's like, Levi, just be patient, bro. Just trust me. Yeah. And 2 weeks later, man, I was down in Miami. You know, got hired on with first round, and then come back here to Pensacola, working out at Dean's office. And you know, like I said, I've always been at the Island Fights, man. Any show I was able to go to, even the guys at UWF, we would all go and watch it. You know, support. And then Dean was just like, you know, I want you to help out with the fight stuff. And you know, like, it's just talking about like how you don't know what life holds. Like now I'm in this mix and I'm learning this every single day, you know. Like, I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about the fight world at all, bro. Like I'm working with it and I'm learning it every day, but I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Like I'm just learning. So it's just crazy though, like how life is, man. Like you don't know, like one day you don't know what you're doing. The next day, like 3 or 4 opportunities present themselves.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it is wild in life how that happens. It'll feel like nothing is going for you, and then like 3 or 4 will line right up. Yeah, or like 3 or 4 bad things will line right up, and you're like, you can't give momentum to the wrong thing. You just got to keep going with what is going for you. You know, like people fall to like. It's wild. Like you'll know somebody and they'll have a death in their family or friends or whatnot, and they'll be like, "Well, 2 more are coming." And it's like, well, don't feed into that. I don't know why they say that, but like death comes in 3s, they believe. Yes. Yeah. And it's like, yes, but just keep the momentum on your side. Don't let it be taken from these things, you know?
Right. Yeah. I was reading, actually, I don't remember if it was in this. I know it was in this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, I believe. But, you know, he said it in the book, and it's, you know, everyone that comes into your life is either an investor or a consumer. And like, I heard that, you know, I read it and it was just like, you know what, like that is true. Like you don't want to bring people in and be around consumers all day. You know? You want people that invest, like not invest in you literally, but you know, bring knowledge, bring power. Like, and that's one thing I've had to learn, you know, is I've had some friends I've lost along the journey, you know, and it's some of my closest friends, but you know, I can't be around just chilling all day every day, you know.
Yeah.
It's a grind, you know. It's a process, and it's somewhere where you want to work to get to, you know. Like
Yeah.
by the time I'm 25, man, like I have goals in my head by 25, like where I want to be, you know.
Yeah.
And if you're not helping me get there or not investing into what I have going on, which I'm gonna invest into you too. If we're in the same circle, brother, I got your back like no other. You know, I want to see you win. I want to see you eat. Like, that's one thing I can say about me is I've never been jealous of another friend. Like, I want to see everybody on. I want to see everybody making money. I want to see everybody just being successful, being happy with life.
We're so about
Straight
that
up,
here,
dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, Cody, that's what I was texting Cody. I was like, bro, like, I like y'all's vibe. Let's do it. When can we get on the show? You know?
Yeah.
And so,
yeah.
and that's just, you know, I'm very thankful to be here with you guys, man, to run into you. Like, I believe everything happens for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Hell yeah, dude.
you know, we met at the fights. I know we met a couple fights ago.
Yeah.
And then last time I was just like, bro, when are we going to do it?
Make
Let's
happen.
do it. Let's do
Hell
it.
yeah, dude.
We're fucking
yeah,
about it.
man.
That vibe is like something people need to hold on to, but they're so into the opposite for whatever reason. But it's about the community,
And it's
that's why maybe Pensacola isn't a hub, because there's so much of the mine, not us,
Yeah.
us.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate that it's that way, because
Right.
and it's unfortunate, like you were saying, that sometimes you do have to lose some of those connections that you have with people, those relationships that you have with people. But if you've got somebody that just wants that me stuff, it's like, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to do this for everybody. I want
Exactly.
you know, and it's like,
Right.
we're all trying to make it here, and you're trying to be selfish, and it's
Yeah.
like, it sucks, but,
Yeah.
you know,
And you're going to lose a lot along the way, but it's about staying the course, you know?
Right. That's one thing too. Like, I say this on my podcast like I was on it every podcast, every time I'm on video talking to people. But network equals net worth, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you got to network with people. You never know like what one conversation could get you.
Yeah, really.
One conversation at a travel ball tournament got me connected with the Cleveland Cavaliers front office. You know, like it was just, it's just, if I want to talk to him, and that's one thing with me. You can ask all of my friends, family. Like, I'm a talker. If we go to a restaurant, waitress, waiter, male, female, like, I'm gonna talk to you. How's your day going? How are you doing today? You know, because at the end of the day, you don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just, you know, you got to be there, but you never know the conversations you could have with someone.
Yeah.
Man.
You have no idea who those people know,
Right.
or where that's gonna get you. Yeah.
And that's like,
It's good. You and I are very close. You're 21, I'm 23.
right.
Cool, bring it up
And-
again.
And he's 31. But it's like it's
They didn't know,
it's,
they know
No, but it's so cool seeing somebody that's our age that feels kind of the same way I do, as far as like having conversations with people, because you don't see that a lot anymore, bro. Like people that are the kids that are our age, dudes that are our age, dude, it's all about this. It's all about this, and it's like
about drinking,
dude,
partying. What's that?
like get your head out of your ass and have a conversation with somebody, learn something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Create some networks here, connect with some people, meet some new people, learn some new things. People don't do that anymore, man.
No,
and
I
it's
mean,
so frustrating.
Well, and that's
so frustrating.
That's with our generation too, bro. Is just like, you know, don't get me wrong. I go out, I have fun.
Yeah,
But
and there's
during the
nothing
day-
wrong with that.
right.
I'm not saying don't ever do
No,
that.
no, exactly.
Like,
But during the day, I bust my ass with work. You know, if I want to go out, have some drinks, go out with friends, I'm gonna do that. But there's a difference between going out every night of the week, not doing anything,
yeah,
and then working all day, and then, you know what I'm saying?
let loose a little bit.
That's just a lot of people, man. Like, people don't have their priorities right, brother.
Yeah, they invest in the wrong areas.
Yep. And you just gotta have your priorities straight, man, because you can, like how you just said, one day it could be going great, then come crashing down, or it could be crashing down and then one day it all turn around, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
Fucking
heard
wild. So how are you liking the fight industry now that you're kind of like
Bro,
dabbling in it and
I
getting
love that
deeper?
shit, bro. I love
Yeah.
it. Like, I tell Dean, Ian, Nick, all those guys all the time, bro. I'm just thankful to be a part of it, man.
Yeah.
What Dean has going on and the whole team has going on, man. It's you don't see what happens behind closed doors, but it's just unbelievable, bro. And it's not nothing that happens overnight with them, but they're always working. Like, whenever I tell you they're always working, they might not be at the office, you know, they might be out at dinner. They're always working though, you know. So just to see the growth for them, man, and like joining them, you know, because I've been with them since August. You know, I'm the new guy on the block with it. but you know, I've went to his shows for the last 6 years. So like just seeing the growth, bro. Like
Yeah.
you got to be happy.
Dude, the
for
growth
him.
inside of the show itself, like
Yeah,
just
that's
from an
what I was-
outside point
that's what
of
I was
view.
about to say,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Literally, if the last,
Yeah.
I think the last Island fights, I watched online because I was at work and I couldn't make it. And just watching the live stream, I was like, dude, what is going on? Like, it's changed so much since the
Yeah.
last time I was there.
Like if you
it's
watch,
so
if
awesome.
you watch what it used to be and watch what it is now, I recently Googled it just to see, like maybe where it ranked in Florida, and it is the premier MMA production in Florida.
Oh yeah, that
Like
does
it's
not
the number
surprise
one in
me at
Florida,
all,
not
dude.
Pensacola, Florida.
And it's crazy
Like-
because how you just said that Pensacola. Everybody in the city should know about this.
Yeah.
Oh,
know?
I know, dude.
Like, and it's just, but it's
It,
one of
it
those.
should be like in how in Texas when shit shuts down when a football game's going on.
yeah.
It's a local football game. It could be fucking
Literally.
Well,
the
it's
Raiders
like,
versus
yeah.
like
It's
the
like
Little League or
fucking
whatever.
Friday Night Lights, dude.
Yeah,
like high
exactly.
school football games.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what
And like
should
them small
happen.
city, small towns.
Yeah.
That's how Pensacola should be for
And
Island
that's,
fights.
and
dude.
that's what I've told Dean and the guys too is what I like about it, you know, is whenever I first went to Island Fights, there really wasn't a bunch of college age people that attended them. You know, it was all
Yeah.
adults and stuff like that. And now with me, with my network of people in Pensacola, you know, bringing out that younger crowd is,
yeah.
you know, it adds. And like, you know, I told Dean, I think it was like literally yesterday. No, the day before yesterday. I was like, I would come to the fights and take a Snapchat video or something. And people, oh, you know, that's cool. But now, like, whenever I post Island Fights, my phone's blowing up. Hey, we need tickets. We want to, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just, like,
It's definitely getting younger, and I think that like trickle down effect is coming from like the UFC. Like the Nelk boys are in the UFC now, and it's
Right.
like their crowd is getting closer to it.
Yeah.
And then like Bellator has a younger crowd now,
Yeah.
and it's like the fighters are getting younger because they're starting
younger.
training. Yeah.
Yeah.
and then the influencers, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
Straight
literally,
up,
you know,
dude.
social media.
Yeah.
Like, that's, but it's just, it's one of those things, man. Like, it's just, it's so cool to see the growth, though. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
you can't sit back and not be happy for those guys, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And like working with them, it's even crazier. The stuff, you know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Dude.
it seems like it's a little family. Like every time I see like Dean post a story, it's like all you boys together having dinner, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, I love to see them rising. Obviously, Dean's made it, but it's like he's not leaving people behind. He's like trying to help everyone.
No, that's
It's
one
like-
thing. That's one thing I'll say about Dean Tool, man. He'll give you the shirt off his back, you know. Like
Yeah.
he's a good dude. He watches out for his people. He's never gonna
Yeah.
put you in a position to fail, you know.
Yeah.
And you know he's the circle. The circle's tight. The circle's the circle, you know.
Yeah.
Every situation
Yeah.
we've had has been great with him.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's hard to get a hold of him, but that's fine.
Dude, even with me, bro. Even
Oh,
me
I'm sure,
texting,
I'm
it's
sure.
still hard to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
But that's just like,
I mean, but that's the thing. Always working, dude.
Yeah.
He's busy working, man. You know, like, and I get that. Like,
Yeah.
dude, shit. I'll go to work and not look at my phone for 5 hours because I'm getting my dick kicked in. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Right.
so I get it. Like, I'm, you know, I
And-
understand.
And we don't want to
completely.
seem like somebody that's just trying to get something from him. Like
Yeah.
we don't want to be
Yeah.
a consumer of him.
It's-
We want to invest as well.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
like it's hard for you to contact somebody or be a part of somebody's life when everyone in their life or a majority of everyone in their life is gimme from that person.
exactly, bro.
It's hard. Yeah, it is. It is difficult because it's like, yeah, we don't want to take anything away from you, bro. Like,
Right.
we
Yeah.
want.
Obviously,
we
it'll
are-
be your time and like you're
Yeah.
investing in us a little bit because we're like way smaller, but
Yeah.
like it's what we see in you is what we want to be a part of. It's like, dude, you're
And
doing
it's
big
like,
things,
yeah,
and we
genuinely
appreciate
it's like
it.
we're interested and appreciated by
Yeah.
seeing
Yeah.
what's happening. So it's like we want to give, you know, all the shout outs we can.
It's
Right.
like giving the roses before it's too late. Not that like he's anywhere near too late, but it's like we see what you're doing and like we appreciate you doing it in Pensacola, and it's
Right.
like
Yeah.
No, and I know that's one thing, like with you guys, bro. I was telling, you know, we were all together yesterday, and then, you know, at the office on Friday, you know, I told them I was coming on the show, and they thought, you know, it was like, bro, they like those guys, you know.
Yeah.
Your two jackets, I got you, bro. Friday, we were at the office until like 10:30, bro.
Oh,
We were at the office until 10:30 Friday, bro. I'm on my way home, and I look at my phone, and I'm like, shit, it's 10:45 right now. I forgot to go to the store to pick up the VU Hoop shirts to give you guys. So Monday, I'm getting them tomorrow, and you will have them tomorrow, Tuesday. Whenever I see you guys, whenever y'all want to meet, I'll have your shirts. So.
Okay.
Damn, bro. Thanks.
And then
man.
the hoodies. We're gonna get the hoodies made too. I didn't forget, bro. I just
Okay.
I
Oh,
did
you
forget.
good,
I
though.
did forget. I did forget.
He's
I
like,
did
you know what? I
forget.
lied.
Yeah,
I did
I
forget. I did.
I forgot, but not like all the way.
But nah, I remembered though. I remembered that.
It was just they were already closed. I texted my guy Justin with addictive. And I was like, "Are y'all open on Saturdays?" And he said, "Nah, bro." And I was like, "Shit, I forgot all about the shirts, bro." I ordered because I called him on Monday, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, 2 shirts." Justin, man, he's a good guy. He, if I text him about an order, he's busy as heck, but he makes it come through. So I felt so bad whenever I couldn't get to him because I know, he has a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm the worst customer ever. But,
Oh, you're good. Bro. We appreciate it,
all
dude, for
good.
sure.
but
Yeah, man. Thank you.
So you're about to leave town, aren't you?
yeah, we got Showtime February 11th in Lakeland. So we're out.
Hey.
I think we're leaving. I don't know what day we're leaving yet. So, but yeah, we're about to be out though. We're gonna be down in Lakeland. Got the show Friday. Saturdays UFC fights. Sundays Super Bowl. So we'll come back.
Damn, the Super Bowl
I
is
forgot,
right there.
dude. And then
Where is
the
it
day
this year?
after, I'm pretty
I
sure
don't know, dude. I don't.
it's
I
in
don't watch
California.
football.
I think, isn't it?
I'm not a football guy.
I don't
bro.
know. Yeah. I don't even know who's in the Super Bowl. That's how out
No
of it
idea.
I am.
No clue.
I love how we're all three right here in the same boat, bro. We don't know what's
Yeah,
going
No
on.
idea.
Well, I do.
We do it like a poll thing at work, or like a team pick thing at work for the NFL league. And
Y'all all
shit. It's
pick
like
people that weren't in
It's
it.
just like you pick teams and put $5 down, and like whoever wins the most,
Yeah.
And they're all like, "Hey, do you want to play?" And I'm like, "Dude, I don't even know what these teams are, dude."
I
Like,
just know
don't
Joe
even.
Burrow's in it, and he's in
He's one of those
Bengals,
guys,
right?
huh?
Cleveland.
Wait, no. Is
The
he in it,
Bengals.
or is he
He's in the
one
Bengals.
that's-
What'd
He
I
went to
say?
the Bengals.
Oh yeah, that's
right?
what I meant.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what I
Yeah,
meant.
he went to the Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
I just
That's
know
it.
because he's fucking
Yeah, dude.
the man.
I don't know
Nah,
football,
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I do know. Only thing I know, bro, is one of my good friends, Wanye Thomas, played at Georgia Tech. He's in the draft this year. So
Oh, yeah.
I've been keeping up
gotta
like
keep
with
up with
college
that.
football and him.
Yeah.
But like NFL, bro.
I think for me, it's more fun to follow college ball.
Mm.
I
They're
enjoy
hungry.
watching college ball.
Right, yeah.
more.
I mean, they're all like, bro, and that's another thing too. Talking about Pensacola, like UWF football, bro. Like, have y'all been to UWF
Dude,
games?
yes.
Crazy.
Those shits are so much fun. Like, I genuinely enjoy going to UWF football.
It's
Yeah.
insane. And by
Like-
the way, we're like national champs in the division that we play in. What, 2
Right.
years in a row or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so-
They won it. They
Hitters.
won it last or the year before COVID, and then they lost out last year. But I mean, they're still like
They need to make shirts like
Crazy,
this.
dude.
no, they
I
do.
fucking I love
Nah,
this
like,
shit.
yeah.
Or like the WBO boxing shirts,
Oh yeah,
like that people win, like
Yeah.
when they win the
Like
fucking drip, dude.
like the Roy
Right.
Jones Jr. shirt.
Yeah, dude, I have one in that.
Dude.
I got a guy. I met a
hitters.
guy whenever we were in West Palm for Icon. He makes the vintage shirts and stuff. It's like the coolest thing ever, bro.
Yeah.
It's like
Dude.
but like that's like with me. I'm gonna sound silly saying this, but like I didn't even know they were in style.
Oh,
Like,
the
I didn't know
vintage-
vintage
the
stuff was
shit-
in style, bro.
Oh, dude,
Dude,
now
it's
it's
like
crazy,
popping, though. It's
dude.
popping,
It's
like-
crazy,
Yeah,
bro. It's
yeah.
crazy.
Like I was just talking to him, on the business side. That's one thing with me, bro. Is I ask a bunch of questions, like especially if we're talking about business. I want to know everything. Like,
Yeah.
tell me the recipe. I'm not gonna do it or copy it, but like I just like
Yeah, you're
Let me know how it
curious.
works for you.
I just like knowing
Yeah.
how people like just get it, bro. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, because you might be able to implement styles of what they're doing. Not like, hey, you do BU hoops, and now we're gonna start a rec league. No, but we'll learn how you're grinding
Right.
and implement those like techniques into what
Exactly.
we do.
So we like I have an exact same deal in the kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll if you meet another chef from somewhere else and they have this special sauce or whatever kind of different method they're using to cook, I mean that's the first thing you ask way too many questions, right?
Right.
So working up into a kitchen, and it's never that you're gonna copy that recipe or that method or whatever, but you're learning so you can use it in a different way
Right.
to make it your niche
recipe, yeah.
thing. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like that in the business world is the exact same way,
Yeah.
dude. Asking way too many questions to learn as much as you can about it.
Yeah,
It's like
it's like nothing new is invented, right?
there's no
But
you're never
it's-
gonna have.
They're investing in you.
right.
Yeah.
And or either it's
Like with your organization, they're not just investing in like somebody that's going to train them. They're investing in you individually because
right.
anybody could train them. Like we could
Yeah.
train them. We can't
Right.
train them for shit, but like
Yeah.
they're investing in you as
Shoot,
the
hey,
product.
Nowadays, bro.
Mm.
Nowadays, bro. Listen, I my biggest pet peeve, and like I said, I was never the greatest basketball player. I'm never the greatest coach, but nothing pisses me off more than the rec ball coaches we have nowadays, bro.
Mm.
Like they just let mom and dads go coach, and it just teaches kids. And I know every basketball athlete, football athlete, coach, actual train, like anyone that's watching this in the sports world is gonna relate. But like we have to, as America, I feel like, bro, like you have to do better with your youth league coaches, you know, because they're teaching them bad habits. I mean, it's just like skateboarding, you know, or cooking, you know, you get a bad chef in there or someone that doesn't know their stuff with skateboarding, you know, and you're getting ready for a competition. Like it's just set them up for failure, honestly.
And it's also like it teaches a lot more than just like learning the sport, right? Mm-hmm. It's like at that young age, when you're playing those team sports, you're learning respect. You're learning, you know, patience and all different kinds of shit as children. And it's like if you have the wrong kind of coaches in there, you're instilling these bad habits and like these not bad morals. I'm not trying to, you know, shit on that, but like you need that respect side of it and like some little bit of hard knock and you know to not only teach the kids, but it's like you want them to grow up to be good people, right? And it's like if you can instill that at a younger age, it's like, dude.
And that's like with me. One of the kids I trained, I was actually the one I was talking about, the girl, like one of my favorite kids to train, like best, you know what I'm saying, all around people. Mm-hmm. You know, we sort of experienced it where, you know, I was telling her to do one thing with a drill, and then this other guy that was a coach was telling her to do another thing with a drill. And it was like with her shot form, you know, it was the craziest thing ever. And it's just like, you know, I'm not going to ever tell the kid this. I'm not going to be like, no, he's wrong. He's telling you the wrong way. You know, you never down somebody else in front of the kids you train. But in my head, dude, I'm like just fuming. I'm like, how in the heck is he called? You know what I'm saying? It's just like the little things. I don't know. I mean, it's basketball. It's not, you know, but it's just, she's a young athlete, you know, and it's hurting her. And it's just, you see that so often nowadays, you know, it's just weird, insane.
It is. Like I teach jiu-jitsu, and it's hard because like sometimes you'll be in the middle of a class and another coach maybe from a different day will come in and start kind of running it, and you're like, hey, this is my day.
Yeah.
That's cool that you're doing that and helping, but it's like different. Like when you're doing jiu-jitsu, you should be individually helping the person you're with more so than like helping everyone. That's what the coach does. Right. You know, or the instructor. So it is like weird to be like, hey, don't do that.
Right. You know, I mean, because then the kids, it's like that's what we face with it. You know, for 2 weeks, I'm teaching her one thing, and she's still like not breaking the habit. And so one day I'm just like, hey, like,
what's going on with
that?
Like
literally, because, you know, I literally just told you guys, like, she's like my best, one of my best all around listeners, like everything. I love her, bro. She's like, her family, like, they support me, man. I love them to death, like the whole family. And so one day I'm just like, what's going on? And she's like, Levi, Coach so-and-so was telling me to do it like this. And like, you know, like I can see her getting aggravated with me. You know, she's like, and I'm just like, what is going on?
She's confused and doesn't know what to do either.
You know, she don't want to question me. So she's trying to do it my way. And, you know, finally, though, she was just like, he told me to do it like this. And I was just like, look, no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. And, you know, it's just one of those things where she's like, you know, we got over it now. We finally got it all figured out. But, you know, I mean, she has her travel ball coach in her ear telling her one thing. And then she has me telling her one thing. Yeah. You know, and so it's an
interesting position.
It's just one of those things, though, man. Like, it's just with life, business, anything. Like, you can't learn from somebody that doesn't know their stuff, you know? That'd be like me trying to go teach football. I don't know anything about football, dude.
Yeah. That's like us. Better. That's like us, any of us trying to coach football.
Right.
Like, straight up.
I love it. What 5 minutes
team
to
is this?
Out.
I don't even know.
That's like the fucking MMA scene. You'll have people in the crowd and they'll be like, just get up.
Yeah.
Straight
like,
up.
Dude. That is something he's probably trying to do.
Why doesn't he get up, dude?
Like, and I'll be honest with y'all, bro. Like, ever since I've been with the promotions, the MMA dudes are crazy, bro.
Dude, they're scary.
Like, bro,
they're scary.
Like,
dude.
That's some real shit that they go through.
Straight
you know?
up.
And it's just, it's so cool, though, because, like, people see them out there in the ring fighting, and they think that they're crazy. But I met some of the coolest people in the MMA world, dude.
Oh, yeah.
With life stories. You know, everyone thinks MMA guys or boxers, fighters are just insane. Like, dude, those dudes are cool as shit. Like, Like, I've met some... funniest thing, and I know this is completely off topic, and Dean, he's gonna laugh his tail off whenever I tell him this story. So Jillian, right, that was here last week, she was on the show. Craziest thing in the world happens. I don't know MMA, bro. Like I know George Masvidal. I know a couple like other dudes in the UFC.
Yeah.
That's all I know with it. So Jillian, she comes to the office for Island Fights to get ready for the commentating gig, and like she's there, and I assume she's a fighter. So we're, she's walking in and introduces, and I'm like, yeah. I was like, so like, what do you do for work? And she's like,
no.
I fight, and everyone's like, did you really just ask her that? And I was like, I don't know who she is, bro. Like, and but anyway, like we just made like a joke all weekend, it was just hilarious because she's like a really big name UFC fighter,
Yeah.
I looked at her.
Yeah, it's like meeting Conor McGregor and be like, so what do you do?
Yeah.
It's
no,
like
literally. And then they're like, do you not remember her last fight? Like, but Jillian though, she's cool, bro. She's cool. She's a down to earth ass female.
Yeah.
She's her and Dave. They were cool. Dave Van Auken, I love him, man. That's my guy.
Yeah,
Love Dave, bro.
Dude. Oh, yeah,
he's
bro.
good people.
Yeah,
we'll be at the fights and I'll be like, not necessarily just like athletes, but like somebody will walk by and I'll be like, dude, do you know who that was?
Yeah.
And I'll have to explain who it was. Because
I'm not.
I cannot wait to see that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because I'm not into the. Sorry, my bad. I'm trying to gather my thoughts after that one. I'm not into the fight game as deep as he is because he's been doing it forever, and I'm just now starting to get into it too. So like like he said, we'll pass somebody in the hallway, and I'll be like, "Oh, what's up? Nice to meet you." And he's like, "Dude," you know that what?
No,
like freaking out. But
no, and that's like with the people I work with, like they'll get phone calls sometimes, and it's so and so, and I'm just like, who is that? And they're like, he's so and so for this. I'm like, holy cow, it's just crazy, man. Like,
I honestly think though that can be a really good mentality in that, and not in a bad way. I just mean like because I mean you're treating everybody with respect. Period. You know what I'm saying? But you're not like freaking out over somebody because you know who they are. You know what I'm saying?
That's that's one thing that I'm big on is I just believe everybody's the same. Like who cares if you're 6 million followers on Instagram, have 100 million in the bank, have a yacht, like everyone's the same, bro. And like if you can go off the same wavelength or mentality as somebody, like you're gonna be successful with them, you know. And that's actually, I said it before in another podcast too that I had. It was successful people I feel like always want to help eager and younger maybe people that want it. They just get the vibe from them. They know like, hey, like this kid wants it, Well,
I think a lot of those people see themselves in those younger people or whoever, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they recognize that and they're like, they don't see that very often. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got into the position I did it at in the kitchen is I was like, dude, I'll come back and work for free. I just want to learn what's going on, and like my chef saw that and was like, oh, that's how I was when I was younger.
You got to start from the bottom, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Like you said, I mean, that's everything.
Yeah.
Start from there and work up.
Yeah, but those people see that and are like, man, that you don't see that often, you know?
And so. it's like coming from those bigger people or those more successful people or the people that have already made it, it takes almost nothing for them to give to you to change or to add fire to your drive. Yeah. It's like
that's an opportunity that you'll never be they won't understand, and then I don't think anybody, like even in the position of the person receiving the opportunity, won't understand until way down the road. It's like, wow, they didn't have to do that, but they did, and that's why I'm here.
Like your favorite head coach, if they were to like, hey, I like what you're doing, that's all they said to you, like they DM'd you or something, bro, that would make your fucking
Leonard Hamilton at Florida State, bro. That's like my idol coach.
Word.
Like I went to his the basketball camps when I was a kid and met him. He's a cool guy. That was my goal, man. I wanted to go to UWF and then go to Florida State and be a grad assistant. I just like school, bro. I'm so against school. Like it's crazy. Like I have this. There's nothing wrong with it, like.
Yeah.
But
do it. Go to school.
Yeah.
Go to school.
Go to school. Go to school. But like, I can't believe I'm saying this to put out there, but like, I just want to make it without a college degree.
Yeah.
That's just something like just me, because everyone, when I came home from school, everyone's like, oh, you need college, you need college, you need college. I'm like, shut up. Like, I don't need college.
Yeah. I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wait.
That's just, and that's, it's just like a giant leap of faith you got to take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there are some great people that have made it without, and you don't have to ask me who, but there's been people,
yeah.
like our close buddy Kitty, his grandpa did it without a college degree.
Yeah.
He owned an entire company that was doing very successful. So
Yeah.
Right.
No.
I mean, it's just, it's just a piece of paper that's signed and stamped.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Straight
just,
up.
I don't know though. That's gonna be a topic for debate. I already know. Like, so that's just my personal opinion of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
shit, dude.
take the path you feel like you need to take, because like there are things like you can't do without a degree. Like you can't be a doctor.
Yeah.
No, and that's
sure.
and that's where I'm at with it.
But
too,
there
is
are
like,
things that you can.
and like someone like me, that doesn't really know. Like, I should have stayed in school, got my degree, for to be a basketball agent. Should have done that. But, it's just one of those things where I didn't know what I want to do. I just now I found the fight game. I love this.
Yeah.
I'm with Dean and them for as long as they let me with them. Like, I don't want to do nothing else. I want to be with them. Like, just whenever you're around that type of people, that's what you feed off of. But, I mean, like you said, if you got to be a doctor, dentist, stuff like that, by all means, man, you got to get the education for it. You got to do what you got to do. But me personally, like where I'm at in life right now is just like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to go to school and waste $30,000-$40,000 and, get a degree that I don't even use and stress myself out with homework and shit.
Yeah. It's also wild that typically people in life, they want you to go to college right after school. And it's like, you don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
You just know, like, I like this shirt and I like these
understand.
shoes, but you don't even fully. I mean, some people get it and they click into their groove like really early on in life.
Yeah.
But like sometimes you're like, dude, I don't even know who my friends are right now. I don't know like what I like to do.
I don't even know my favorite movie.
And you want me to invest $100,000 in my future into a path that I'm not even sure that I will like when I get to the end of it? Like,
Exactly.
I don't know about that.
And like you said, I think some people know. I think some people, can get through high school and be like, okay, this is definitely what I want to do.
Right.
But more often than not, I mean, shit, and even some of those people will get done with their degree and be like, I don't even fucking like this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get through 8 years of college and be like, why am I trying to become something that I don't even want to do?
Dude, I know a friend of mine that went through 4 years and was like, yep, I don't even like that. Went through another 4 years and was like, I don't like that one either.
Yeah, straight
it's like,
up.
wow, that's a lot of money to figure out you don't like things.
Exactly. But, like we said, though, I mean, if you know what you want to do and it requires a degree, then by all means, man, take your butt to school, knock it out,
invest
push through
in
it.
yourself.
But it was just like with me, like, my biggest thing, bro, is I cannot read something and remember it. Like, it's weird. I can read like lifestyle books, I like to try to read every morning, 10 to 15 pages every day. Just different books, just go in my mind. But like in college,
it's because those things
Retaining
mean something
information,
to you.
yeah.
I could not read the history books, 20 pages of the chapter, and then we have a test. Like, I just couldn't do it.
Because really, how much are you really learning?
I couldn't do it.
It's
You're
weird.
just parroting information.
It's weird. So it's like some people are smart in a school sense where they can sit and retain information like that.
Yeah.
And then some people are smart in, it's like street smart and book smart, but I'm trying to put it in a more professional way. But that's really what it is.
Honestly, what it really is like people literally learn it or they just repeat it.
Right.
Like memorize it for a little bit and then forget it.
Do you fully understand what you're teaching or like repeating to someone, or am I just telling you about an NFT and I just know that because I read an article and I'm just repeating it and I don't fully understand it, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. It's off topic. Finish what you were saying.
I was just saying, like, and I've said this before, is like there should be a profession or at least like an opportunity to where there's an industry that lets you shadow what you think you want to do.
Yeah,
so
we've talked about this before.
Yeah, so if I want to be a doctor, let me shadow somebody for a week, and I'll pay to do that, just so I can see like what it is. Or let me shadow a lawyer or something, because it's like the amount of time you have to invest in those like
just
industries
to get to the shadow position.
Yeah, and it's like,
literally.
dude, like how much money, how much time, and what if you get to the end and you're like, I fucking hate law or I fucking hate treating people. It's crazy.
I got a guy right now. He plays basketball at Florida Southern down in Tampa, and he graduated. I think he graduated in December, so he has one more semester, finish up playing ball and stuff. But he has a sports. I think it's a sports marketing degree, maybe management. I don't know. But he's in college, and he don't have the internship for it. Like, he doesn't have it. And excuse me, he called me the other day and he was just like, Levi, like, I don't want to do nothing with the sports. Like, I'm honestly, like, I'm over it. Like, I'm just tired of it. Yeah, and I was like, dude, you just went to college for 5 years.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
And then what do
dude.
you do? You just tell them, you better fucking like it.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of money to not like.
Right.
It's so frustrating.
You don't get a discount for not liking it.
Yeah, they don't give you
But-
your money back if you
Yeah.
don't like it.
But see, and that's the thing too, though. Like how you just said, like people should know. We get these college athletes that come out of high school, boom, basketball scholarship to whatever school. Okay, as soon as you go to school, like you're tied in there for that year for that academic money, you know, or athletic money for your scholarship.
Yeah.
You have to pick a major, and that's what he called me. He's one of my good friends. You know, he said like I think he's 23 or 24. He was just like, I just don't know what I want to do. Like, and I'm just like, you know, I'm with you, bro. I don't either. Like, you know, we're still in the same boat.
Yeah.
Or I just now found what I want to do. Like, I want to do the fight stuff. Like, there's no other jobs I want to think about trying to find or anything. You know, I want to do the fight stuff, and I want to do my basketball stuff, you know, and we're going to make a way with it one way or another.
Dude, you know what you
dude.
should do if you're in college and you can't figure out what it is and you're in there for an athletic reason? You should study business.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I was literally just about
Because
to say.
that's just going to promote what you're doing.
Yeah. And here's the thing, a degree in business of any kind like that, you can take that to a lot of places, and just by having that, it'll help you exponentially.
And
you
how
know?
you were talking about with the NIL deals and stuff, get like a business or a marketing degree. Learn how to market
straight up,
yourself.
dude.
If you're a college athlete, I'm telling you, if I was a college athlete and I had a good social media following, because you know that's how you get paid nowadays, is social media.
Yeah.
But you know, if I had a good following with that, and I was in college and I didn't really know how to, you know, market and get my NIL deals, bro, I would be in a marketing class. I would learn how to market, and I would market the hell out of myself.
Yeah, dude.
You know, you can. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Like how you were talking about the NIL stuff, man. Like it's a crazy it's a crazy ballpark, bro. It's insane. So
Yeah. Damn,
Well,
dude.
shit, dude. Is there anything you want to promote before you get out of here?
shoot, shout out to Dean. Shout out to Island Fights, Island Fit Nutrition. You know, those guys are doing their thing over there, man. You know, if anyone's watching, tune into it. Showtime Fighting Championships, Icon Fighting Championships, Game Bread Fighting Championships, Island Fights. Like, it's a movement, man. You know, blessed to be a part of it, man. Blessed to meet you guys. Appreciate you guys having me on today. And let's just keep going with it, brother.
Well, we appreciate you.
dude.
Also, don't forget BU Hoops.
Yeah.
Follow that on Instagram. It's at BU Hoops, right?
Yep, at BU Hoops. Yep.
Oh, yeah, man. Well,
Hell yeah,
we can't
dude.
thank you enough, man.
Yeah,
Yes,
bro.
sir. I appreciate it, brother.
Seriously. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out
No,
with us.
always,
Seriously,
bro.
bro.
Always,
Thank
man.
you,
I like what you guys got going on. Like,
Hell yeah, dude.
I saw that easily top 7 podcast in the world.
Yeah.
Top 2.
Dave.
Shout out
Top
Dave.
2, but not number 2. Right?
Hey.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We're getting the fuck up out of here. We love you. Yee.